Taxpayers, you're back with MrTaxes.ca with special guests and our special co-host. Make sure and tune in weekly Wednesday mornings, 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 noon Central. Remember to subscribe and remember to smash, bash, and kick it in the you-know-what with that like button if you want more videos like this. Yeah, that's awesome. We're here for webinar number 7 for 2022. Really excited about today's webinar, Jess. We got Canada's #1 mortgage broker. So we're going to find out what it takes to be #1, what #1 means. And when they start giving out gold medals for second place, everyone else might have a chance. Because this guy's been #1 3 years in a row now.
That's amazing. I'm super excited to hear what Jason has to say today.
Yeah, we're going to find out. We're going to ask him a few lob questions, but we're going to dig a little bit, find out what he's doing on his referral program. I'm sure he's doing referrals, what he's doing on his website, how he differentiates himself from the other, animals in the herd, so to speak. You have to differentiate yourself in affiliate marketing and whatever business you're doing, basket weaving, underwater firefighting, whatever it is. You gotta separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
100% you do. That's my #1 mission with everything I do is how do I become, when everyone's going this way, how do I go this way?
Yeah, Simon Sinek, there's a great video from Simon Sinek. We'll send it out in the email that goes out to everybody that registered for the webinar today. Video by Simon Sinek. He talks about infinite versus finite companies. Infinite companies are in it for the long haul. They're not looking sideways. They're always looking ahead. But the finite companies are always trying to outdo their competition, worried about their competition, looking over their shoulder, looking beside them all the time. And that distracts you. So we'll dig a little bit into what Jason's doing, what he's doing different. I had the luxury of meeting him in the fall of 2021. I went to Ottawa a couple of times on a failed business venture. We won't go into that today, but we've all had a few of those. It was something, though, that was worth pursuing. It wasn't really failed. We just decided not to go ahead with the opportunity, but got to meet Jason twice while I was there. Cool guy, and he should be on shortly.
I see he's in the attendees group.
So Jason, what Jason's going to have to do is just put a note in the comments, and then Alicia will invite you in directly from the attendee room, and then we'll go from there. So today's agenda, we're going to dive a little deeper with Jason Anbara, find out what he's doing different. There he is. He's in. Then you're going to learn. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning. How's it going?
And Jason does have a busy schedule today. Thanks for squeezing us in here to your busy schedule. We'll just fire through the introductions and through everything that we usually go through. We'll get it out of the way quick, then we'll jump right in. Perfect. So you're going to learn a few things today from Jason. If you're a mortgage broker listening in, you're going to learn what he's doing to be #1, not just this year, the past 3 years, I think. Yeah. And then top 1% the 3 previous years before that. We're going to pull your website up, Jason, so not to embarrass you, but you're going to have to get it up to date. You don't have those #1
Yeah, I know.
medals.
It's been too busy on the other side of the business. Got to focus on the marketing.
Too modest and successful. So we always have a few jokes along the way, but we highlight our tax tips and our joke throughout the webinar to try and keep things light. And then again, whatever you learn today, go out and execute it. There's no use learning something or no use spending an hour on a webinar or tuning into the highlights without executing what you learned. Take a few things that you're going to learn today from Jason on the mortgage side and just business in general. And then Jesse, being the affiliate expert that he is, he's going to, chime in a little bit, Jason, and elaborate on some of the things that you're doing that are making you successful. So the webinar, this is again #7 for 2022. We have these every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern time. For all those big producers in Ontario, you can sleep in a little bit and catch us at noon. What time zone is Jesse in?
I'm in Eastern time zone. I'm not in Ontario. I'm actually in Mexico right now, enjoying the last week of being in Mexico. It's amazing.
How long have you been there?
Going on almost 4 months now.
Yeah, it's a great place to spend the winter if you're an affiliate marketer. So, reach out to Jesse, find out what he's doing to be able to not just afford, but to be able, time-wise, to spend 4 months a year in Mexico. Working down there, I know, still hustling day in, day out, just like Jason is doing. Jason's actually has 3 meetings. He's triple booked.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the time I was coming back from Florida. I was in my late teens, and stopped in New York, and they were triple parked in downtown New York in front of the World Trade Center. There were vehicles triple parked and people waiting for the vehicles in the lane beside them and the lane outside that lane to move so they could get out of their parking. Kind of like the trucker convoy in Ottawa. How's parking down there, Jason?
Going hard. Yeah. Well, it's not that far from here, but we're not affected. So
close. Can you hear the horns from where you are?
No. They stopped the honking, I think.
So yeah, you have a nice view of the river, close to the river down there on the downtown east side in Ottawa, down in Garnier. I believe you're on the edge of Garnier, outside of Ottawa.
Exactly.
Family building.
Yep.
Okay, before we jump in, our poll last week, we put these polls up every week on LinkedIn and they go out in our newsletter. But the last one was which language would you like to learn? And we just had a little fun poll: French, Chinese, or tax. 45% chose tax. So a lot of people don't understand it, which is why a lot of people tune in. But got a lot of people tuning in today to hear what Jason has to say. Okay, tax joke of the week. I can help you find your inner child, but I can't help you claim him as a dependent at tax time. So that's a therapist. That's why you go to an accountant, because we help you claim those things that you never thought you could claim. You know, that cousin you had, or the pet dog. We actually fought through objection and appeal process with CRA to have a client be able to claim his dog as a tax deduction. If you want to know more about that, though, just reach out. Okay, Jesse, I'll let Jesse tell us about himself here. Our co-host extraordinaire, Jesse Garnier, affiliate marketing wizard.
Appreciate it, Rob. Thank you. I've been in the industry, started my first business in 2016, hit the ground running. I had no idea what I was doing at the time, but I just knew that I wanted to do something more than what I was currently doing, which was working, in the oil and gas industry in Alberta, Canada. And so I just started making a name for myself and started showing up to learn and learning from all of my mentors. And before I knew it, I was actually hitting #1 in sales for the first global company that I was representing as an affiliate. Then went on to a couple different other ones, hit #1 in sales for 3 different companies in my career so far. I consider myself a bit of a branding expert, I guess. Do a lot of course creation and just helping people automate their business and just find ways to, I do consulting services to help people grow their business, scale it, and make more sales, make more revenue. And that's me in a nutshell.
That's pretty quick. We blew through these real quick, Jason, because I know your time's limited today. So I guess, first of all, everybody knows you're a mortgage broker, not just a mortgage broker. #1 in Canada, just announced last week again with the M3 Group and Mortgage Alliance. That is one of the main channel in Canada, besides the second one, Big Blue, I guess I call them, the other ones. So just tell us quickly, Jason, how you got into the industry, what you've been doing since you started.
Yeah, so I've been in the finance industry since 2006, like when I was in university. I started off with credit cards and marketing at MBNA. So that ended up turning into Bank of America and then eventually bought out by TD. Started the mortgage side with National Bank in 2011. So pretty much since year #1, I was top of the game in Ontario, at least. So I was top 1% from 2011 to 2015 in Eastern Ontario, and then joined Mortgage Alliance, started our own team in 2015. So right now we have around 70 brokers. I have 2 partners as well that run a team here called Mortgage Approvals Ottawa. Individually, I've been top 1% since 2015 in Canada, and the last 3 years, the #1 agent across the country, which has been huge. Obviously, you can't do that alone. So I have a team of amazing people, underwriters that work with me. Support from Mortgage Alliance obviously is huge. You wanna deal with a company that's got your back. So they've had my back since day one. So that's one of the key reasons of the success, I would say. There's a lot of different things to do. If you're a new broker, obviously hiring a coach like Jesse is a smart idea, because you want someone that can help you scale. You don't want to do it the tough way like I did. It took 10 years.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why you look. That's why Jason looks 20 years older than his university picture up on the screen here. So I'm just gonna pull your website up there, Jason, and we'll get that up on the screen. But I had the luxury of meeting you when I went back to Ottawa in the fall this year. Met a couple buddies, and you decided to come out and meet everybody. That's just the type of guy you are.
Yeah.
You know, we've been doing business back and forth, helping you on the document side prior to partnering with Filogix or Finastra and their product Filogix in Canada. But we've been working together for a long time. You have a lot of other pieces to your brokerage, though, not just help on the document side from a tax company or document retrieval, what are some of the other pieces that you've brought in to help build your business?
Well, obviously you want to invest in technology. Like we have softwares that are automating the services that we provide to our clients for follow-ups and for mass emailing and all that. Obviously, there's technology is huge right now. People want to be serviced virtually. So since COVID happened, that's been a huge increase in our budget. That's for sure. Now that we're doing everything virtually, you're gonna have to utilize other technologies like DocuSign. But those are stuff that brokerages can provide to you. Your partnership with Finastra is huge because that made our life easier when it comes to collecting tax documents and anything that we need basically from the CRA. So we've been using you for a while, but I'm glad to see that you guys have basically exploded into the whole market right now. So
yeah, we were one of the first companies doing that. Notice.
Oh yeah, it's been at least 5-6 years from what I can tell.
Since 2008, it was actually a mortgage broker. A friend was in our office, and we got his documents for him right away. And he looked at me and said, like he didn't say any words for a second, but I knew the words that were going to come out of his mouth, and it was, "Can we get these for our clients?" And I was already thinking the same thing. We started doing that. At one point, we had 3,000 brokers using our service. Then a bunch of other similar services popped up. Very easy for a broker to go out and get their own CRA account to retrieve their own documents, but now you have to worry about compliance.
Yeah.
And Jason, I think you're doing it right. You know, I had the luxury of visiting your office there on the downtown east side in Ottawa, just outside where the truckers are. They don't want to mess with you guys, though, I don't think. But I got to see some of the technology you're using. You shared a little bit with us. So what are not necessarily other brokers doing wrong, but what are they missing out on? Because other brokers have underwriters. Other brokers are using digital marketing. Other brokers are, have assistants. They have great websites. They have great Photoshop photos like you do. That's a joke.
Well, there's no fast solution to this. Like it takes years and years of consistent hard work, basically. Having the right team around you, the right underwriters that work as hard as you do is huge. Working the database that you have, that like instead of waiting for new business, you have clients that have existed for 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Working your existing database, I think, is a huge opportunity because like other than the new business coming in, you have warm leads that you can call that already worked with you in the past. That's money left on the table for most brokers. Not many brokers work the database. I think that's a big advantage that we have.
Yeah, and you say you have 70 members on your team. What are the type of things that you do for your team members? Some of the tools that you offer to them, not just from Mortgage Alliance, because they're part of the M3 group now. A lot of tools there, but are you doing anything within your own brokerage to support your team?
Yeah, we have a huge support system. We have for 70 people, we have 5 managers. We have a training manager that's dedicated only for new hires. We have an office manager. So there's me and my 2 partners as well. So you have around 10 people that you can contact at any time. We have weekly trainings. Usually it's at the office in the boardroom, but over the last couple of years, it's been over Zoom. But I'd say we're probably top in the city when it comes to training our agents.
And not just top in the city, top in Canada.
Well, yeah, I would say that too.
Yeah, you have to get your website updated because 2019 Diamond Club, but 2020 and 2021 #1 in Canada.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, I was joking around with Jesse. I said when they start giving out gold medals for second place, the other brokers might have a chance.
Yeah,
that'll be good, especially with the. Have you watched any of the Olympics?
A little bit, not much though, not as much as I would like. But it's been busy.
Yeah, it's busy for all of us. I only saw one article pop up on one of the feeds. It was about Canadian figure skater that fell a couple times. And I was saying this to somebody in the office, how many, you can't fault the guy. Apparently he was a last minute call for the opportunity to even go to the Olympics. How many people can say they've been there? How many people can say they've been in the top 1% of their company? But this is global. This is a global event. So even to make it there, people only see you in your failing moment, but they don't see all the years you put in to get there.
100%.
So that happens in our business too. Some clients we just cannot help. Clients that have fallen so far into the tax trap, or they've let their tax balances sit on the table for too long, so they pass the objection stage, which is 2 years. You have to object balances owing. What do you do with some of those deals that you can't get through? Because we all have
the deals that you can't get through. Well, you want to basically create a plan on how they can eventually go through. So you want to sit down with the client. It usually takes a year, maybe two, to get them on the right track. But there's always a way. Sometimes it's not a quick solution, so you'd have to create a plan with them and work with them throughout the year. So that's the service that we provide as well, is how to build your credit, how to save for down payments. So we have long-term clients that take sometimes a year or two to actually fund.
Credit repair.
Yep.
Saving up enough for the down payment, can't get enough for the down payment.
Yep.
Sometimes a 5-year window on the first-time home buyers program if they're 4 years since owning a home, etc.
Exactly.
Yeah, those are some of the things that we do as well during our first-time home buyer seminars.
Yeah, it's not that complicated. Once you break it down, you just got to follow the plan, and with time, everything happens.
So with Jesse being the affiliate marketer, what are some of the things? Jesse's going to pick you apart now, Jason, so keep your guard up. What are some of the things you're doing on the affiliate side? Do you have a referral program? Do you have an online marketing funnel? What are some of the things you're doing on the marketing side?
The marketing side, well, I was doing online leads, which we stopped doing. I found that was it wasn't as targeted as I liked. Marketing right now, we have radio ads going. We have nothing online at the moment, which is like we're working on something right now, but I would want the online to be a lot more targeted than what it was in the past, because we were getting a lot of leads that were useless, and we don't have that much time to just sit there and call people that don't even know why we're calling. So I never had any great success with lead generation, to be honest. And I've tried many different companies in the past. Right now it's word of mouth, real estate referrals, accounting firms refer us clients. It's the database that we're working. And honestly, calls, the phone just rings at this point. It's been a decade in the market. So people recognize our brand and our name. So they when they think of a mortgage, they usually pick up the phone and call us.
Especially in the Ottawa area.
Exactly, yeah.
Any insights, Jess? I know you're chomping at the bit there.
Yeah, I'm kind of dealing with a little bit of Mexican Wi-Fi here today. It's choppy, but I'm getting the gist of it. So I apologize for that. But what I'm hearing a lot of is very similar to how I've always built my brands, built my businesses. It's, build a good, solid team of people who are your foundation. Help them get what they want, because in return, you'll get what you want by default. And just care about people. Build that don't like and trust, and don't leave money on the table. And just keep following up. Care about your clients even after they've closed the deal, because you never know what the future might hold. That's kind of what I'm hearing from Jason.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like I actually got to the point finally where we were always busy, and the customer service side of it was lacking. So we actually have a full-time customer service manager that just calls people all day that closed with us in the last 4 years, just to follow up, set up a follow-up meeting or a mortgage review. So that's something we reintroduced within the last 6 months, which I find has a huge impact.
Yeah, we've partnered with a lot of brokers offering our 10-year tax review, and a lot of brokers are using that as a lead generation to get clients in, and then we get the sneak peek at their mortgage statement, and then we can share that with the broker. That's something Jason and I have been working on that I know is coming down the road when we get through the busy season. One of the things I like that you're doing, Jason, is, like you said, you're the manager you have reaching out to clients. We've actually adopted a program this tax season, and it kicks off on February 21st is the first day we can file. But every client that comes in now, our team in the office is going to reach out to the client every day until they sign their documents, until they get their payment in, until they sign the approval to file, review the returns. We'll be on with the client every day. It's just reaching out. Clients like that feeling of being in contact. We've heard from so many brokers that we deal with on the document side that clients they lose touch with their clients. The clients actually complain that they don't hear from the broker, and it's one of the most stressful events in your life.
Yeah.
Getting approved, other than, getting married and having a child.
Communication is key for sure.
And Jesse, I know Jesse works on programs. Jesse's actually set up our entire funnel, which has automated emails that go out every day for 16 days once somebody signs up, to get them off on the right foot, to get them through that onboarding call, to get them through the document process. And we're trying our best to automate everything. We were doing that long before COVID, about a year and a half before COVID. We made the decision to go online 100%, and then COVID hit, and it was perfect timing.
Yeah.
And then we had to cut all the other ties. Just, sorry, you can't come in the office. That was our excuse. But now it's literally, you cannot come in the office as a client. Scan. So what percentage of your clients' brokers, I know you have 70, they're across different provinces possibly, but what percentage would you say offhand, brokers that never see a client and those that actually meet with a client to get documents and signatures?
Well, over the past 2 years, I can guarantee you that 90% of them probably didn't even see the clients other than a Zoom call, I'd assume. So that's significantly changed. Like I wouldn't do a mortgage without meeting the client 2.5 years ago. So
Of
that
course.
changed our business completely. So right now, being able to meet virtually actually saved us a lot of time, and we're able to produce more deals out of it. But the human touch of the human interaction hasn't existed since COVID started.
Yeah, and that's the way we've gone. We have our onboarding calls for our tax reviews, and it's great when they say when somebody sees you, you know, not in person, but on a Zoom or webinar, etc. There's 90% more chance of them doing business with you.
Yeah, I agree. That's what Zoom is. Well, no one was doing Zoom. Not many people were doing Zoom prior to the pandemic, but the new norm right now.
It's new norm. So I know it's getting up close to 9:30. We usually have our guests on for about 45 minutes. I'm going to give you the last couple minutes, Jason. We had your website up. I'm going to pull it up again. So just walk us through the website. How can somebody reach you? Let's say another broker wants to, you know, join the team. What's the best way to reach you? And then for clients, what's the best way to get the process started?
Well, you can go on the website. There's an apply now. Should be an apply now button, or contact us on the top right. Whether you're a broker looking to join a team or a client that's looking for a mortgage, you can contact us through the website or by email, jason@jasonanbara.com. And would love to chat.
Schedule a call, online form, phone number, or send an email.
Yep.
That was easy.
Yeah.
What's big for the rest of 2022? What do you have? The top two things you're, you know, for clients or, you know, Bank of Canada rates? What are the top two things in the industry right now that are on top of mind?
Well, right now, for sure, the way it's looking, the rates are going to go up most likely very soon. Fixed rates have already gone up, like at the bank levels. They've increased them close to 3%, where it was probably around 6 months ago. Variable rates still haven't increased. So if you're looking to lock in a good discount on your variable rate, like a prime minus 1.2 or prime minus 1, that hasn't changed yet. So there's kind of a window right now for anyone looking to lock in. Variable is looking good right now, because the next step after increasing the fixed rates is usually the variable discount's going to decrease, so it brings it closer to fixed. So right now the discount's still huge. So even if prime does go up, it's still fine, even if you have a discount that big. So if you're looking to lock in something right now, I would say variable is the way to go. And our goal, obviously, for this year is to create more home ownership for Canadians and service our clients.
And operators are standing by. Let's see the phone lines right up. So I know there's some people on here, some attendees. If you have questions for Jason, last chance here to ask questions. If any questions come on after you fly to your next meeting there, Jason, we'll make sure to get those out to you. But again, jasonanbara.com. You should think about registering the .ca before I grab it and steal half your traffic. But these are the simple ways. Send an email, reach out by phone, schedule a call, online form, or over here on the site. Just get approved today. Awesome chatting with you again, Jason.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks for the invitation.
Thanks for coming
and look forward to the next meeting.
Awesome.
Take care, guys.
It was
Jesse,
nice meeting you,
take it from
Jason.
here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you, Jesse.
Yeah,
Get in
you
touch,
bet.
Jesse. We could probably do some work together.
Sounds good. I'll reach out.
All right. See you guys. Bye-bye.
So that was it. Jason Anbara, #1 in Canada. And that's a big hurdle. I believe there's 17,000 brokers and 3 years in a row. Just a humble guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's one thing about being #1, and it's that there's always a target on your back because people are coming after you. So you have to maintain a certain level of humbleness, but you also have to maintain a certain level of pride.
Yeah, so I know one of the things Jason does and a lot of brokers do is go through that mortgage review, but we have our tax review. So reach out to somebody on the team, get that tax review started today. Our tax tips that go out every week in our newsletter. If you're not on the newsletter, just put your email in the chat. If you're in business, especially, some people may see your email and reach out to you. One of the tax tips that went out last week, number 107, is: are you receiving commission income? Did you claim all your expenses? You know, did you know that if you're self-employed that you can write off your phone, part of your home, use of home expenses, part of your vehicle if you're using it for work, but also if you're employed, the T2200 forms a declaration or conditions of employment expenses, especially in the last 2 years with people working from home. Your employer can sign that declaration for you, and now you're entitled to claim again, possibly phone, use of home expenses, supplies at home that you're using. So make sure you're writing everything off. Don't leave any money on the table.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I was actually talking with my team last night about this. a lot of people step over $5 bills. You know, they're just stepping over them. And if you step over enough, it starts to add up. Make sure you're collecting all those.
It's funny you mentioned the $5 bill. When I was maybe 8 or 9 years old, I remember where we were living, and you could Google it. It's Caldwell Avenue in Ottawa, corner of Caldwell and Medford, and the two towers there. There's a little island in front of the building, and my brother and I were out there playing one day. Again, you know, this is in the 70s, so you wouldn't do that today with your kids. Let them play outside somewhere alone. But I saw a little piece of a $5 bill, and I recognized it right away. And my brother said, "Whoa, there's another one." And later I realized what had happened. A lawnmower had gone over a $5 bill. So we scrambled. We were down on our hands and knees going through the grass looking for all the pieces, taped it together. My mother brought us into the bank, and they actually gave us a new $5 bill.
Nice.
So the $5 bill there just brought back a memory. Of course, those will probably be going by the wayside. We had $1 bills and $2 bills. Those are gone now. And I guess with the way inflation's going, that will disappear as well. So Dollar Tax Club, Jesse, you helped put together our marketing funnel. So this is a funnel for affiliates. So people, for example, mortgage brokers that are listening in, watching this on the replay, if you go to this website, you'll get on our affiliate program. Explain what the affiliate program is, how it works.
Yeah, so the whole premise behind the Dollar Tax Club is to not only serve clients at a high level and give them some really great benefits, but also for people who are mortgage brokers specifically, and some other people, affiliate marketers. There's a lot of different ways that you could utilize this to your benefit, because what you could do is use this as a lead generation magnet, right? Because what this is this is a way to potentially, you know, obviously no guarantees, but potentially help your clients get some money back that they've overpaid to the government. So if you can do that through the Dollar Tax Club, then it's just going to automatically build a lot of rapport and that know, like, and trust, so that, you know, whenever they need a mortgage or whenever they need help with whatever services you offer, the first person they're going to think of is you, because you actually helped them in the very beginning. So the whole process is very simple to go through. If you're curious about it, or if you think that maybe there's a chance you could use this for your benefit, I would recommend going through it for a couple different reasons. Number one, you can get your tax review done. Number two, you can see how simple the process is and really start to understand what it is that people will go through, so that when you send it to people, that you'll have full confidence that it's, you know, going to help these people out.
And you mentioned lead magnet. For those out there that don't understand what a marketing funnel is, what is a lead magnet, and how can this be used as a lead magnet to get eyes in front of you as a broker or another business service?
Lead magnet is essentially an attractive offer that is going to bring people to you and just build that rapport really quickly, because we all know if you're in sales, you know what commissions are, then you know that know, like, and trust and rapport is number one thing, right? I'm not going to do business with Rob if I don't know who he is, like him, and trust him, right? Same thing with your clients to you. So you need to build that know, like, and trust. And this is one way to really do that, because some of the testimonials that Rob has and the team for the Dollar Tax Club, they'll blow your mind.
Yeah, it's just something that people miss. You know, you don't know how bad a shape your car's in until you bring it in for a tune-up. And you have, you know, mechanics. We've all seen the shows on W5, etc. Exposure, you know, mechanics trying to sell you a headlight fluid, and, you know, you got to pay extra for a transmission with reverse, trying to take, you know, customers for a ride. But the only way we get paid on our tax reviews is if we find you money. That is, you know, a built-in incentive to refer clients to us. On top of that, you as a referral partner, so an affiliate program is really just a referral system to track referrals. You get paid as an affiliate for referring clients to us. And if you're a mortgage broker using this hook or this little angle to get clients, potential clients, eyeballs on your service as a mortgage broker, by all means, you know, reach out to us. Reach out to somebody on the team, Jesse, myself, or anybody in the chat area. We can get you signed up for the affiliate program right away. And this is something that Jesse specializes in. I know Jason earlier on the call said, hey, reach out to me, Jesse. So, you know, I'll make sure and get you two guys in contact. But if you're a mortgage broker or have a brokerage and you're looking for a system like this, an affiliate program, there are rules in the mortgage industry about referrals and commissions, but there's other things that you can do to incentivize somebody to refer you clients. We're doing it. Jesse set it up for us. And
yeah, I mean, it's all about creating a win-win-win scenario, right? Because your clients are going to win because they're going to most likely get a return back, right? And then they're also going to have the additional offer to get a discount on their taxes, which we all need to do our taxes every year. So why not get a discount on it? Plus, you as the referrer get a commission on those taxes. Plus it builds that know, like, and trust factor so that they're going to come and do business with you further than that as well. So, I mean, it's honestly a win-win scenario. And that's why when I seen this and I started to understand the plan, I was like, I need to be a part of this.
Yeah, awesome. Super grateful to have you on board too, have you on the webinars every week, because it is an affiliate webinar. So a lot of people tune in that are affiliates, hopefully getting some motivation, getting some tips. And by all means, reach out to Jesse. He has a few programs that he's put together for affiliates that can help you in your affiliate business. So register, make sure and register for the webinars. If you're on the webinar today or watching the replay, it's because you've already registered. So just watch your email each week for the reminder every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Central Time in Canada. But we do have other events. We're getting back to live events, I hear, in BC. Ontario is opening the doors March 1st. Alberta's already lifted the mandate. So hopefully we'll be getting some live events coming back soon where we can get out and meet and greet people, meet with the clients, yourselves as business owners as well. So that financial review, that Dollar Tax Club, you can join as a member. If you're not an affiliate, you're just tuning in because you're in business for yourself and you want that tax review. It's $1. You get your onboarding call, 1 hour. We go through your past 10 years of tax returns. We scrutinize them here with the team. The team's trained to identify possible refunds. Biggest one we've had to date is 93,000 and change. That was a 3-year corporate review where the owner was also a shareholder in a corporation. Their corporate accountant was filing their personal tax returns. So again, there's specialties in the industry, even in the affiliate marketing industry. There's people who specialize in social media marketing, online ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads. There's, you can whittle it down to the lowest common denominator, but we specialize in personal income tax and we will find you refunds. It's not a guarantee, but 9 times out of 10, it's $1,000 or more that people have left on the table. A negative thinker sees difficulty in every opportunity, while a positive thinker sees an opportunity in every difficulty. So it's, it's a glass half full, half empty. What do you want to make of it? I love the Simon Sinek. I got to make sure, Alicia, if you can remind us here to get that link for the Simon Sinek video on finite versus infinite business mindsets. Those who see difficulty will only see difficulty. If you're looking for difficulty, you're going to find more difficulty. If you want to find solutions, they're out there. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And we're not skinning cats here. We don't want the left-wing woke cat community contacting us, but it's just an expression. There's solutions for every problem. Somebody wanted to get on the moon, we were able to get to the moon. So if you can get to the moon, you can solve pretty much any problem. But cars haven't figured that out, though. They haven't figured out a way to make a rust-proof car or a car that doesn't break down every 2 weeks. I'm sure it can be done. Okay, we won't be able to answer any mortgage questions, but anybody have any questions, now's the time to ask them. Again, if you're going to tune out here, grab this link. This link is for testimonials. It's a QuickBooks online. They get upwards of 10 to 15,000 hits a month on their website. So if you're going to give us a testimonial, make sure and put your business in there as well, possibly your contact info. I don't know what the rules are on that, but worth giving it a shot. They may edit it, but if you're going to give us a testimonial, make sure and let us know who it's from in the testimonial page on the QuickBooks Pro Advisor website. Let's see here. Saul
Doesn't look like any questions.
Yeah, Saul. I know Saul. Saul is a friend, client. We went to a BC Lion football game there 2 years ago. We shared the same office. We're on the same floor downtown. Saul is a Salesforce pro advisor, I guess, top level Salesforce programmer. So if you're in the Salesforce, reach out to Saul Combe. If you're looking for somebody in Salesforce expertise, Saul's a guy. So reach out to us if you're looking to get in contact with somebody for Salesforce. Other than that, that's a wrap for this week. Any debriefing notes, Jesse?
I mean, I really enjoyed today's chat because there was a lot of just reminders and familiarities for myself and my business, and it was a little bit refreshing to see that, number one, mortgage broker operates his business and has a lot of the same ideologies that I do in my business, because it just validated that I'm on the right path. And that's just kind of, that's what I got out of today. And also that quote that you just shared, it's all about perspective. Whether you see the cup half full or half empty, I mean, you're going to be right. And just be positive and keep crushing it.
Either way, you got half a cup.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter which way you turn the glass, I guess. So Jason, Anbara.com, if you're reaching out to, get your mortgage done, get questions on mortgage, or if you're a broker looking for, contact with somebody that's crushing it in the business. Number one with the M3 group there over the last 3 years. For somebody his age, that's phenomenal. We were at the top of our game with a previous financial services company. You've done it, Jesse, but that's why I like getting on these webinars every week, because you see young guys like Jason. And when I say young, it's all relative, right? But when you see somebody like Jason hustling, and, he came out to meet us, I think it was 8 p.m. on a weeknight, and he has a young family at home, came out to meet us and some of the group in Ottawa when we were there. That's the type of stuff you have to do as a business owner, just going that extra length, those few extra steps, just to, let your clients know that you're doing what needs to be done for them.
Yep. You're always going to make a first impression. You just want to make it a good one.
I like that one. Until next week for webinar number 8 for 2022. We'll see everybody next week. If you have suggestions for guests, or you want to get on as a guest, just reach out to us. Let us know what you got and see if our audience would be interested in hearing what you have to say. Until next week, over and out. Adios, amigo in Mexico.
Adios.